$1 billion dreams, I can smell the palm trees. Plug from Pakistan, so I'm smoking bomb trees. Tell your nigga I'm the future like a psychic palm reads. Touch his zipper, got him stiffer than his baby mom weed. I am that bitch, you a catfish. Who are you for real? Dusty little $40 hoe they used to steal. Ballin' all these bitches pull up, I'm shooting drill. Never take a shot at me, cause little bitch, I shoot the kill. No stereo or safety on the Glock, bitch. If Diddy ate the box, he say I'm tasty like Ciroc. He know I like to shop, bitch, up on this nigga hop. Girl, your pussy must be still like toaster pastries out the box. And you mad at who? Baby, fix your attitude. Me fucking on your nigga ain't even me being rude. I be fucking on this savage dude. He eat me up like cabbage stew. He fuck me out the baddest mood. He cheat his body maggot food. $1 billion dreams, I can smell the palm trees. Plug from Pakistan, so I'm smoking bomb trees. Tell your nigga I'm the future like a psychic palm reads. Touch his zipper, got him stiffer than his baby mom weed.
Stiffer than his baby mom's weed. I like that song. I like that artist. Her name is Harbor Quinn. She came up two weeks ago, I believe. And she's dope. She's definitely a artist to be on the lookout for. So shout out to Harbor Quinn. I think she's from Detroit. So, you know, she's out here doing a little press run and all that. Definitely going to have her up here to Sunday's brunch. But shout out to Harbor Quinn. That song is Palm Trees. Anyway, happy Sunday, everybody. It is, it's a tired Sunday. It's a tired Sunday.
Sleepy Sunday.
Happy birthday to Bex. Bex's birthday was the other day, Thursday, but she celebrates all month. So she's been
celebrating.
She's been I don't wanna call her an alcoholic, but she's been celebrating how she should. How many shots do you think you've consumed in the past?
I was just telling Butter in the car.
days?
I was like, Butter, I drank so much yesterday. I was flopping around like a dead fish, but like I was rolling around on my front floor, like, oh my God. Like I was like that drunk, but it was a good time. Everywhere I went, people just showed love and I just got mad shots. Like it was just, I don't turn down nothing but Macala girl.
Hello. And I felt bad because I was like, yeah, I'm going to come out when I get off of work. By the time I got off of work, my feet were like, don't you know no girl. And the Nets won, though. They did. The Nets did win. And, you know, I was going to drive over there. And I was just like literally, my body was like, no, please, you can't do it. Like, I have been so tired lately. But I don't know if it's from the chlorophyll. So there's this whole TikTok trend where everybody is drinking chlorophyll.
Not me.
Apparently, it's like used for photosynthesis or something like that. It's used for plants, right? So it's in spinach. It's in like, you know, like the greens that we eat. It's in there. But, you know, if you can't eat your greens like that, you just go straight to the root and just, bloop, you know, just get yourself up. And it's supposed to, the good thing about chlorophyll is that it's supposed to help with your skin. If you have body odor issues, if anybody out there has body odor issues, invest in it. Like, I'm a person who I read reviews, and like people who were reviewing it was like, yo, I've had underpit issues and they've gone away. Like, I've even said to some of my friends, like, yo, get this, like, try it. Like, people
if
who
you're
I know,
musty.
they say it's supposed to help with everything. You know, I first learned about it actually on Clubhouse. This girl got on Clubhouse and she was like, listen, when I go to the gym, you know, I used to be like a little, you know, like I'm not funky, but there was a stench. She was like, I go to the gym, I don't even like stink when I sweat anymore.
Oh, that's crazy. I might invest. I don't be stink, but you know.
But it's like you can never be fresh enough. You know what I'm saying?
You can't. Yeah.
You know, and people have been like, you look like you're losing weight. And I'm like, I don't want to say, I mean, I have been like low-key starving myself.
Obviously, go to London.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going back out there, so I can't eat as much. You know, I've been trying to diet and chlorophyll at the same time. And I do notice, I think I've lost like 3 pounds. So, you know, I don't know if my skin's looking clear. Is it?
Your skin always looks good.
I mean,
your skin, you don't have like pimply skin. Like you're not a pimply person.
I do have pimples, but they're so little you guys can't see them. So my chin, exactly. So it hides. My chin breaks out really bad. I get really bad zits on my face, but under the skin ones, like I think I have like cystic. I get cysts all over. Like I swear to God, if I have a pair of panties on and they're too tight, I will get a cyst in my booty.
Oh yeah. Like right here.
Yes. Oh, good. This is for the thick girls out there. Okay, if you know the shit, let me give a clap for the thick girls real quick.
You know the heat.
Okay, well not. There you go. If you thick and you know the struggle, okay, because sometimes you're the feeling alone. Like, is it me? Like when I was like the thighs chafing, just everything. Like when you got thick thighs, they might save a nigga's life. Don't mean they're gonna save my life.
You got you walking like you walked off a horse, like sometimes because you can't rub your thighs together. But I recommend Method Thigh Deodorant. I put that on.
Oh, do you put thigh deodorant?
Yeah, because when your legs rub together, it doesn't cause friction.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I bought it from Target at the junction. They don't have samples, so you might have to just take a sample yourself, okay?
I've never, like, you know what it is? When I was younger, I was like a little chubbier. So my thighs, like I have like the black in between my thighs. I used to have the pimples from rubbing. As I get older, they don't really rub as much, and I'm glad for that. They're still thick, but I guess maybe my body finally like proportioned itself out. So like the thigh rubbing is like, oh, we'll give you a break.
I don't know. Especially if I go to Florida, like where it's humid, forget it. Like I got a bit powder.
These are good things we're telling you guys. Chlorophyll, the thigh rubbing cream. What is it called again?
You can get it. It's Method. The brand is Method, and they have the thigh friction deodorant.
Listen, we are trying to help people out because summertime is coming, and I know ladies like to wear their sundresses with no panties, but sometimes when there's a little wolf coming, you need to put them panties on. So if you're trying to wear a sundress with no panties this summer, get that chlorophyll, okay?
Yes, all right.
Get that chlorophyll.
Because your sit-down air stinks, okay?
Hello, you ever did that? You ever, like, someone ever sat down and you be like, yeah. Like, how many penises have you had in you, girl? That is BV. Like, I can't stand a woman who don't know, like, she has BV.
How do you not smell that your pH is off? Do you not smell that hot garbage emanating from your crotch? It's
just like, like, I feel like there's been so many people that I've just been like, bruh, I smell your pussy. How do you not? And you have jeans on and I'm over here. How is your pussy like emulating this funk? Like, what is going on? Because a lot of times with women, like, first of all, as women, we have to understand you cannot let every penis go up in you raw.
That turns off your pH balance, all right? Okay. Men have the ability to change your shit from like flowers to sardines. Okay?
Hello. And it's like as soon as you smell a little whiff of it, just go back. It is free to go to the health clinic. It is free in New York City to go to a health clinic. Yeah. Go in there. They patch you up, get you right. But
give you some antibiotics, drink some water.
You're good to go.
Also drink water. Drink water too. Because you can't just drink soda all day and then expect your pussy to smell like pineapples. It's not.
And I'm tired of that too. Women who just be like, well, I'm just going to eat some pineapples before I have sex. No, don't cleanse.
That's not how it works. Water.
Cleanse your body.
Water.
Please cleanse your body. So we're just, we're not being mean. We're just letting women know there was
this girl I used to work with. Oh my God. I had to actually be like, girl, what do you sleep on a pile of dirty clothes? Like, why do you smell
like
have like an odor? It was like, even when you, like, she left the bathroom stall, it'd be like, oh, you knew she was in there. Like, how do you not know?
I just, and like, I have a very vivid, my nose has a very vivid imagination.
Do you remember when I was telling you?
Like, I could smell things. Like, my nose is so crazy because if you talk about it, I can literally smell it, and like my stomach will get queasy, and oh, that's one more thing. Now, if you do drink this chlorophyll, just know your doo-doo's gonna be green. Just know your poo. We call it poo. My daughter calls it poo. She's like, I got a poo. She's 16. I don't know why she calls it poo, but it's cute. Your poo's gonna be green. Don't be alarmed. Do not be alarmed. It's just the chlorophyll, I guess, working its way through your bones or whatever like that. I don't know. It's supposed to give you a boost of energy. I've yet to get a boost of energy. I don't know if it's because I'm like working so hard, but I've yet to get a boost of energy. I think the first time I took it, I was like, "Ooh, yeah," but I'm gonna be me hyping myself up.
You have ADHD, so
it could be the garbage I eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll eat pasta, rice, and grits all day and be like, I don't know why I'm so tired. Well, I got the itis.
I had grits yesterday at the Row in Harlem. Girl, we gotta go there.
Do you like grits?
I had salmon croquettes. Cheddar grits.
They have that there?
They have everything. Shrimp. The shrimp and grits looked lit. Like, my friend had it's a big plate of just shrimps and grits. She was tearing it up. If I ate shrimp, I would have came with the sauce too. It was nice. I had something called the Harlem Shakes, and it's like this fry mixture. Like, I like my French fries. Girl, I don't know what they put on the fries. It was crack. And my other friend had the Brussels sprouts were banging. I couldn't have it because it had tahini in it.
I'm sorry. Brussels sprouts is the one thing I'm not getting jiggy with. It smells like
farts.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts. Like, when people add it to anything, I'm just like, why are these here? But you like Brussels. You like Brussels sprouts. Yeah. I'm sorry. Can I just yell at you real quick? So Bex always talks about this HelloFresh, right? And I went and I joined the subscription.
I didn't tell her to.
She talks about it all the time. She's like, you should do it, right? My daughter's 16. I need my daughter to learn how to cook because I want her to be a strong, independent woman, but also a domesticated woman. Yeah. You get a man, hey, you show him why you're the shit. So I got the HelloFresh so she can kind of teach herself how to cook. Now, first they started off wrong when they sent them little baby ass avocados. Okay, that was the first thing. Then yesterday, Sanaya's trying to cook. Was no chipotle sauce in the chipotle chicken. Okay, so it's missing the whole chipotle sauce for the chicken, right?
Wow.
Mind you, I called them in the middle of the week because they had already told me these are the meals we're giving you. I called them. I said, that's not what I want. The lady was like, okay, cool. We'll send you this. What do you think they said? The meals that I didn't want.
But they're also going to send you another box.
I don't. What do I want with Santa Fe tacos?
Here's what I have to say. I love HelloFresh. I want them to sponsor me or my podcast. I love them. It's for people who do not like to go to the grocery store. I do not care for the grocery store. I can cook. I went to culinary school, but I'm lazy. So my only thing with them is like, stop giving me one clove of garlic. Okay, give me the whole bulb. All right, let me decide how much garlic.
And the portions are very, very, very
little. The portions are perfect for me. I don't eat I think like large plates of food intimidate me all the time. And like that causes me to waste. Like, I don't know. Like large amounts of food intimidate me. I don't like big plates. Like I like big portions. Don't get me wrong. I'll still portion it out and take what size I can eat. But if you just give me like a large plate of rice, I'm like, I can't do that, dude. I can't do it.
See, I love bigger portions because I love leftovers. Like I'm a leftover queen. I think that things taste so much better as a leftover. Yeah. Like it had time to marinate. Like everybody knows I'll eat leftovers like until a week later.
See, that's where we differ. It's 3 days for me. 3 days and that's it. Chinese food one day.
I've eaten 2 weeks of leftover. Like if it's like 2 weeks later,
and then she calls me. She's like, my stomach's burning. Why? Did you eat the hot garbage?
No, what I'm saying is that if it still smells, I do the smell test. If my food still smells great and edible, I'm going to eat it. Period.
But expirations and shelf lives exist. I don't know, whatever.
No, you're like Sanaya. Sanaya, after 2 days, is like, I can't eat it. It's no longer
if
good.
It's a lasagna, lasagna all week. But if it's like... No,
I give it 2 weeks. I'm doing 2
weeks. If I made salmon on Monday, I have to eat that salmon by like Wednesday or else I'm not eating it.
If I made salmon on Monday, it's good to the next week of Wednesday, Thursday.
How long?
As long as it's not growing mold, it's good. I mean... That's
just not how refrigerators work.
No, that is how refrigerators work. Wow. Because if it's in the refrigerator, it's fine. Like, you know what I won't do? I hate when people freeze food. Don't make a lasagna and then put it in the freezer.
Oh, I do that. And then you just microwave it.
Because then it's going to be nasty and it's going to be watery. I'd rather you just put my food in the refrigerator. And what you call it? Come sit down, Butter. It's just
remember I don't eat meat in my lasagna. I'm like, why is your lasagna?
Just doing whatever. She's just being.
That
butter.
Was the butterfly?
Yeah,
like an actual butter,
like a decrepit.
She's
how long? What
butter.
Is your rule for food, Butter? Like, do you just eat food 2 weeks later that's been sitting in your fridge, or do you like? Yeah. What's your days?
I don't mind a refrigerated good.
It's still good.
I just don't want it frozen and then defrosted and given to me.
Exactly.
I don't do that.
Exactly.
When I make a lasagna and it's too much and not
you put it in the freezer?
I'll cut them up individually. I wrap them in foil. I put them in a sealed tight, one of those sealed tight bags.
You put it in the freezer?
I put it in the freezer. And then when I come home drunk at night, I pop them in the microwave. And
the only thing that gets frozen is callaloo.
Yeah, callaloo always gets frozen. coconut milk, leftover coconut milk.
Yeah, if it's a liquid, do not give me a frozen lasagna. Like I think my father tried that. Like, here goes some collard greens.
I don't know. Oh no, you can't.
From Thanksgiving, I froze. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
you can't freeze greens.
Don't give me anything that you've cooked and you've later on frozen. Okay, don't do that. I will not eat it.
What if it's meat?
No, do not give me anything that you've cooked and do not give it to me. If
California,
if it's not in the refrigerator.
In California, we freeze bread. We freeze everything.
Oh, well, you can freeze bread and unfreeze
bread. Yeah, bread.
We freeze everything.
But that's something that you didn't cook. You
doesn't
cannot
matter.
Cook it. If you cook it, I don't want it in the freezer. I
don't put rice in the freezer because that's weird. But like if it's like a pasta, I freeze it, wrap it tight, and then I microwave it. It's not watery.
Anything that can get excessive water drainage, we don't freeze.
Yeah.
Cabbage, you can't put that in the freezer. We learned that.
Vegetables, no.
But see, I torture myself because like if I make a big pot, I will be eating that all week. I don't believe in throwing food out.
Oh, I'm eating all my lasagna. If I make a lasagna.
It's getting eaten all
First of
week.
all, I'm poor because I made a lasagna, and I'm eating that shit for
Lasagna's
Monday.
expensive.
No, but you make one lasagna, that shit lasts you. You know, you don't have to go buy lunch or dinner. Like you have lasagna.
I just can't eat the same thing.
I can. I get some Texas toast, bitch.
Damn.
I
can eat
I'll make a salad one day.
You can heat it in different ways. Like one day you can have like a cold piece.
No.
No, I don't do cold.
No.
See, that's one thing. I don't see how people eat cold pizza. That's nasty.
What?
Let me ask a
Cold
question.
pizza is
right?
delicious.
I saw this tweet and I was having this conversation with somebody, and I feel like I'm right. I don't know if men feel this way, but I feel like I'm right. So Ari Fletcher, she doesn't want us to call her Ari Fletcher. Ari Fletcher, it's either Ari Fletcher or G Herbo's baby mom, all right? Whichever one. G Herbo's baby mother. She was like, listen, stop dating women outside of your tax bracket and then calling them materialistic, right? If I date a man and we are going half on bills, you are my friend. You are not my man. You're my friend.
Buddy.
You're my close friend
My
who I get a
roommate.
little penis from. If I am the woman who I am the provider and I provide and pay for most of the dates and stuff, you are now my son. You're my son. You're my child. You're my son. But now if you are the man and you are paying for the majority of dates and, you know, doing what a man does, then you are my man. Am I wrong for this mentality?
No, that's my mentality. My mentality is, especially if like you're a man with like, yeah, I need you to pay all my bills. I can't, because then I don't have no respect. It's not that I don't have no respect,
That part,
but it's like it's weird.
That part. I don't need a man to pay all my bills. I pay all my own bills.
Me
right?
too, but I need you to reach for your wallet.
If I'm paying my own bills, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like I literally had this discussion. The guy's like, well, what do you bring to the table? What are you bringing to the table?
Thank
Don't
you.
ask me what I'm bringing to the
I am
table.
the goddamn table, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
Exactly. You want to come eat the feast at this table.
Okay.
So don't ask me. I'm like, and what I don't like is that a lot, like men, realize if you date a woman, especially if she's an independent woman and she's still there for you, do you realize how much support goes? Even if she's not an independent woman, even if she's a woman who sits at home. Have you ever dealt with a kid 24 hours a day? Kids are not fun until they're like slaves, till they're slave age. Kids are not fun. And I can't stand when a guy's just like, yeah, well, you know, a girl, she's an at-home mom. You know, what value does she bring?
Keeping the house clean, cooking, wrestling this child.
You've heard men say that a stay-at-home mom doesn't bring anything to the table.
Yeah, like there are a lot of men who be like, well, what do you do for me? Or what are you doing? Like, what is this woman doing?
Well, at what point in time did they realize the woman was a stay-at-home mom? Before getting her pregnant?
These are
Yeah.
no. These are men, but some of these are men that are on the outside looking in. Because if you think about it, there's so many celebrities that are getting divorced now, right? Who are like, oh, well, they have to give that woman all this and all that. And so now everybody's broke men are coming up with this prenup thing. Sir, if you're not a millionaire, why do you need a prenup?
Wait,
if you're a thousandaire, why do you need a prenup?
Wait, so what exactly qualifies them to be broke men that are looking
If
for
you are a
that?
regular person, you make it under 6 figures. Like, shut up, you know?
Like, and literally, and it's literal men who are under 6 figures with no assets to their name that are like, one day I'm gonna be big, so I need you to sign this prenup.
No, pardon me.
Again, if you are not a millionaire, don't ask me to sign no prenup, sir.
I mean, I would say, like, what is your thoughts on like Dr. Dre and his whole long drawn out divorce? Do you think she deserves all
Give
of
her
that?
her money.
I think
Give
so.
her her money.
Well, what is it exactly that she asked for?
I think like
All
42
it.
million.
She's
Is that
half of the
half?
empire? Yeah,
Half? Well, didn't she help build it?
Yeah.
exactly. And this is what I'm trying to say.
And
is
she had
that-
to endure his abuse.
See, that's why when you a stay-at-home mom, just stay at home, son.
Collect
Don't
that
stop.
coin.
Let me stop
No,
adding to the
well,
fuckery.
no,
But
no.
if you're a stay-at-home mom, yo, play your position. If you are someone that's helping a king build a kingdom and you deserve half when you split from it, make sure that your paperwork is intact before you jump in bed
Absolutely.
with a guy like that.
Because a lot of times what happens is that, yes, let's say you have a business, right? And when I met you, your business was struggling. But now from dealing with me, I've given you ideas. I've helped you build your business. It's just that it's under your name. You're telling me I don't deserve half because technically you got it, even though my influence helped you get it.
Right, where would it have been without me?
Like,
from
come
the
on.
equation, right?
I need just a lot. And I'm not trying to turn this into a man bashing thing, but I just need a lot of
Are
men
you
to.
sure you're not trying to
No,
turn it-
I'm not. But I just need a lot of men to really understand that, like, the support of a woman is like so much more than what money can buy you. For you to be able to go to work, and you come home, your house is clean, the bills are paid, because a lot of times a woman will take the money and make sure the bills is paid. There's food on it. You don't have to even worry about how I'm going to eat breakfast, how I'm going to eat lunch, how I'm going to eat dinner. Well, I don't know if every wife does that, but how I'm going to eat dinner. Who's going to raise my kids? Like, y'all got, even if you don't have kids with her, and even if she's just a wife that's beside your side and helping you with all that, like, you have to understand the importance of it. Because I'm telling you, as a person who has always worked 2 or 3 jobs, right? When I would come home, and let's say if my daughter like made a simple little meal, it means more than anything, because it's like, yo, I don't
somebody
have to,
did something for you before you got home.
I don't have to sit there and stress about like, well, how I'm gonna eat, I'm hungry, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just there. And I just need more men to appreciate women, and appreciate, even if she's a stay-at-home mom.
Well, let me ask you this: what is it exactly that the men are doing when they're not home that makes them worthwhile?
They at work making money.
What do you mean when they're not? What do you mean when they're not home?
What do you mean?
Yeah, like if a woman is working as well, right, and a man is working as well, and you guys have this relationship and you're living together, what do you think that he's doing differently than you that would warrant for him to be like the person that doesn't want his queen to do just a little bit extra? I'm just saying, I'm just not for you to man bash him or anything, but like,
I'm not man
you guys
bashing.
are doing the same thing.
So I get
equally.
I get what you're saying, because this is part of the long drawn out conversation I was having, right? Because that was the thing. I work, you work, we both bring something to the table.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, if you are my man, then I want you to assume that man role.
So he should pay more than you in a relationship.
If we're in a relationship, I'm going to expect you to do 60, I'll do 40, or you do 65, I'll do 35. But again, if we're doing 50-50, I'm not going to really have that respect for you, because at the end of the day, it's not even about regular gender roles. It's just that when you are a person who feels like you don't really need a man for anything, then you want a man to come along and show you why I need you.
Yeah, exactly.
I want you to come along and show me, why do I need you? Because I'm so used to paying everything on my own, right? So now if you come into my life and now some of that burden is lifted off of me because you're taking on the majority of that, now my mentality is going to change. Okay,
he's worth my time.
Yeah. He's worth my time. I do need this man. It makes life easier for me. I don't have to be stressed. But again, if we in there 50-50 and I got to contribute more, you're my child. You are literally, you're my son. You're my child. Do you want some breast milk while we're at it, sir? You know, and I don't care if anybody says, oh, that's a gold digger's mentality. No, it's not.
Because it's not saying I wouldn't treat my man like to dinner, or like, you know, do something nice for him, get like his birthday, take him out, like fly him out or something. It's not like I wouldn't give back, but like, I'm gonna need you.
I need you to contribute.
So let me ask, what is the 35 or 40% consist of from a woman?
Like, honestly,
what should a man expect?
Sex.
No,
Joking.
no.
That's not
like,
just the
no,
40. That
let me tell you something.
40.
I am the type of woman that because I don't really date often. Like, I like to just, not that I like to be by myself, but the headaches is just easier. But when I do get with a man, I'm going to cook for you. I'm going to do all of that. Like, I'm like one of those, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to cook for you, or if we decide to go out, I'm going to help pay for dates. Like, I don't mind doing all of that. I don't mind doing what I'm supposed to do as your woman, although I'm also doing everything for myself. I like to make a man feel like he's my king. But then that's why I don't really date a lot, because there's not a lot of king-worthy men that I've met.
Not in Brooklyn.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure when I go elsewhere.
I'm just going to let y'all dump on New York City like that.
Listen, we all know New York
a bunch of dudes out here that want to pay your bills, right?
I'm not talking.
Where they at?
Okay. And we're not talking about like the Bill Gates looking dudes. We're talking about like,
you're talking about the hot boy.
I don't want to have to settle to get a man to pay my bills. Like, I don't want to have to get, like, seriously, like, I want to get someone that I feel like, yo, you match my funny, you match my fly, you match my energy. I don't want to have to be like a Beyonce dating, what is this?
CeeLo Green?
No, Noah. What is the Trevor Noah? Not Trevor Noah. I love Trevor Noah.
He's
Noah,
so fine.
the fat white guy with the curly hair, the Noah guy.
I said CeeLo Green, girl. I don't know.
No, CeeLo Green. I like CeeLo Green.
I like his singing.
I met him in
beautiful.
person. He glows.
Who's you know, the fat white guy with the curl. He's funny, but it's just like, would you really date him?
Yes.
You know the chubby white guy with the curly red hair.
Seth Green?
No,
Seth Rogen?
his name is
curly red
Noah. I
hair?
think Noah's in his name.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. He got skinny, but then he got fat again.
Yeah. Now I don't want to have to date someone like him to like get a bill paid. I want to be able to date an Idris Elba and get a bill paid.
Oh,
I do. I want to. Like right?
Right.
But like it's just like I hate that. In order to like, it's very rare that you like find people who like they just match each other's fly, and like he's a good looking man with like a good looking wife, and she's doing her thing, he's doing his thing.
You
and he's
gotta,
still paying her bills.
you gotta pretend to be from somewhere else to get that.
I'm gonna tell people I'm from LA.
No, I mean like tell them that you're from
Out the country, right?
you got to
Yeah.
tell them that you're from Tunisia.
You're right about that, because the more exotic you are, the more they're like, you're from where? Like when a guy says he's from London, I'm like, oh my God, I'll pay for everything. And it's just
no,
like, wow.
I met a British dude last
I'm about to say,
night,
Bex,
and
where are
he
you
was
pretending
horrible.
to be from today?
Today, I guess I'm from South Africa. I'm from South Africa.
Oh, me, I am South African. I'm just visiting the country. Can you show me somewhere nice where you can pay my bill?
Are we putting on accents? Can I be from Asia?
No, that's
No.
right.
Yeah, you gotta stop Asian hate, bitch.
I'm not Asian hating. I am being
Yo,
good
they just
hating.
everything now that you say can be offensive to everybody. This shit is crazy out here, son.
Yeah.
I'm
over it.
I am very over it. So
When y'all
okay.
stop black
Yeah.
hate, then we could stop everything else.
Amen.
So wait, we're answering all this. Butter, you didn't give your
Country?
prescription. No, you didn't give your. Butter never does that. We'll talk stuff and she'll tape us like talking smack, and
My
then she'll
audience
ask
loves
questions.
it.
Then she'll ask questions. We didn't hear your answer to it.
What's the question exactly? The wet food?
No, we're not talking about wet food. You know exactly what the hell we're talking about. We're talking about if you're with a man
Mm-hmm.
and if he's paying most of the bills, if you're paying most of the bills, if you date a man and equally you guys have to contribute and pay bills and everything's 50, y'all go out to eat, he wants your half. He wants your credit card for your half of that meal.
I couldn't agree with that. I come from a line of women that I'm used to seeing be head of households, even if married, long term with kids and all that. Like they just make sure that bills get paid, make sure that I don't know any of my aunts that were not head of household in that way. And they still were able to maintain and keep their men. Me personally, I mean, I'm probably following in the same suit, whereas like I have not had a guy in my life that has been a take charge type of dude that knows when things are due, knows when to pay them, and I don't have to worry about it. I'm sorry, I haven't had that experience.
So you don't mind being the provider
It's
in your
not that
relationship.
I've been the provider for me and I've watched women be providers for everybody. And so unfortunately, I just don't meet that bracket of people that are expecting it. It will be lovely to have it. I wouldn't mind not being worried about it, but I also haven't seen garbage get thrown out by too many dudes that know when garbage day is the day.
So what Butter is basically trying to say is
Am
that
I-
if you are 100 near, you can date her because she don't mind dating you if you're broke.
said
Oh, no.
With her, it's no joke.
No, but what I'm saying is that it's not that I don't mind it, but like I don't want to have to remind a man how to be a man. And I fall off your radar anyway, eventually when I realize it's too much of that same repetitive hamster wheel over and over again. It just doesn't make sense. Even my exes that might be watching this right now, they know who they are. They know what they did and they know what they didn't do. And hopefully a lesson from me falling off their radar helps them be a better man somewhere else with somebody else who probably won't take less than what I did.
Well, let's go segue into the next topic of that, right? So now you're
Shout outs
dating
to
this
all my
man.
exes, man. Y'all are
You're-
assholes.
You're dating this man, no ring on your finger, no anything, and you have a child, and he says, all right, I want the child to have my last name.
My kid?
Your kid.
It's his kid too?
It's his kid too. And he says, give that child my last name. Mind you, he's a bum. You got
I mean,
a
the
bum.
kid, if you sign birth certificate papers, the kid gonna have your last name anyway, no?
Yeah, my son has his father's last name.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
His father did
That's
all
just
that.
a natural
Child,
thing.
I was on someone's bike and I was like, fill out the
No,
papers.
because some people feel like there was a woman who tweeted, like, listen, if you're not my husband, do not expect my child to have your last name. If you get me pregnant and there's not a ring on my finger, do not expect the child to have your last name. When you marry me, sure, your child can have the last name. Other than that, no. I named the baby what I want to name it.
I didn't name my kid at all. All I asked was that my last name be hyphenated with Corey's
I like that
last name. And when I woke up from that Vicodin coma, my baby daddy, my son's name is Corey Pumarata -Green. I'm like, I said Green Capistrano. That's my son's name.
Corey Green first, it should have been?
It should have been Corey Pumarata Green -Capistrano. It's Corey Pumarata -Green.
Oh, so they did it wrong.
No, he did it wrong. He filled it out wrong. He did the whole thing. I didn't even.
So whose last name isn't on it?
Mine.
You just said Green is in there.
It's his middle name.
Oh, wow.
Whose middle name?
My son's middle name is Pumarata -Green.
So his middle name is now part of his last name?
His last name is just Capistrano. It was supposed to be Green Capistrano. It's just Capistrano.
Well, Green is still in there. Like
it's still in there.
So you would just automatically give the man the last name?
Yeah, I don't care.
You know, it's an interesting thing that you brought up too, because my niece, who just turned 27 on June 3rd, was that Wednesday?
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah.
Every day.
She actually, I talked to her and I asked her, I said, long time ago, are you going to change your last name to our last name? You know, your mother passed away, and it's something I was talking to her about before her mom passed away. And she just was like, no, it's just too much trouble and I'm used to this. So I'm like, well, I mean, shouldn't you get used to having your family's last name? Like, we are your, you know, that's your dad. Like, you should have his last name. That's how I feel. The child should carry on the name of the father.
I really think it all depends, because my daughter, she has her father's last name. Yeah. And she came to me one time and she was just like, she's like, before, like, she does not really care for her father. And she was like, there's no way for me to change my last name to like what I don't want to say my last name on air, but what my last name is. Like, she wants to have the last name of, like, you know, me, my brother, my father, my mom. Like,
beautiful.
You know?
She wants to be incorporated into the family,
yeah,
where she feels righteously belong. Now, if everybody's getting suited up with pronouns, then everybody should get suited up with their last names too.
Okay. Like, we were like, wait, what?
Yeah,
how did you make that correlation?
Because it makes sense. It just makes
like, if
absolute
you could call
sense.
yourself whatever you want, then you should be able to just change it.
That's what I just go by Bex. Like, and people are, is it short for anything? I was like, that's my name. Like, that's what I name myself.
I'm used to
that's
my
why
girlfriends.
I'm like, what's a name? You know, but make your name.
So if you get pregnant by someone, Butter, and he is a
total asshole,
you would still give that baby his last name?
I mean, at the birthing of the child, yeah.
My father is trash.
Really?
Yeah, because if we're in the hospital together, if you're there and we're doing this, then yeah, the child is a part of you. The last name is gonna be hyphenated.
Yes, you know what it is? I did it with my first child, and I feel like if you are, but me and my daughter's father was together at that time, but if I were to get pregnant and you're just like not really around like you should be around, I'm going to give the child my last name.
Somebody on my live says you should your last name should be the present parent.
Yeah.
Only the present parent.
I kind of agree with that. Like,
I can't change it now.
I know it's too late to change it, but I feel like if you have not been around in my child's life, or your family hasn't really been around in my child's life, why should my child be associated with your family? You guys have not made a willing effort to say, hey, you're a part of this family. So why should, when her legacy continues on, and let's say she has kids, why should your name continue on?
I don't know. We should date the family too and find out.
Okay, I don't know about dating. Listen, I'm too tired for you to come with like weird stuff that you know, like, yeah, Butter will come with something, and usually I can hit back. I am so tired today that my brain is like delayed.
Dude,
like,
but think about it too, though. How many guys have you guys dated and you've actually gotten to like see how the family actually lives and everything like that before you get too deep into dealing with that person?
I almost ended up with a ghetto family, y'all. But I thank God, like Corey's family, on
they
that
are
side,
right.
They're amazing. What?
See,
but have you guys tried that?
No, I like my daughter's father's family. I do like them. Like, when I was pregnant and all that, like, we were going to family functions. Like, I like the family.
Did they like you back?
Yeah. I still talk to his sisters and all of that. Like, you know, I think they feel like bad almost because they know like me and him hate each other. And I'm like, listen, You know what I'm saying? So they probably feel stuck in the middle, like, damn, we can't, you know, I'm like, and
Yeah,
plus
because
they're
if they
young,
do something crazy, they can't get to see their kid no more.
but they don't see the kid and they don't see my daughter anyway. They're in South Carolina. So
But they would
unless
probably like to.
yeah, like when I go to South Carolina, they like, you know, they'll be like, please bring her Bobby, want to see her. You know, they always, you know, watch what I put up on her with Instagram or Facebook, you know what I'm saying? So they, you know, and his sister always apologized, like, I wish I can do more.
Yeah,
like, you know.
Yeah, my son's family
like,
is the same
I get
way.
it.
Because I'm like, your son is trash.
Yeah. The thing is that, but that's the thing about it. It's not their responsibility. It's dad's responsibility. So if dad is not making sure that his child is getting to know the family, that's on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got 4 kids and who does the family know?
Right.
You know, the older one now, because she's old enough to come around, but what about your other ones? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what? She better be glad that my last name doesn't go with her last name, because I would change it. Like, as she got older, she was like, you know what, Mom? I kind of like my name.
The way it sounds.
She's like, I can't imagine it changing, but, you know, in my heart, you know what I am. I'm like, I get it. I get it. Which leads me into the next segue question, right? Because, you know, everything is always a segue here. If you are dating somebody and your child does not like them, Caesar from Black Ink.
God forbid.
Caesar from Black Ink. He's dating this female who just randomly looks like Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know. But he's dating this female. It's been all over the shade room, all over tabloids, all over the place. It was like this whole thing with him and his daughter, where allegedly he abused his daughter. Mm-hmm. And what everybody is saying is that his girlfriend keeps butting in, and they feel like Caesar is picking his girlfriend over his daughter. Mm-hmm. And people are like, I bet you if you leave the girlfriend alone, everything with the daughter and the mother would go back to normal. Because I guess the girlfriend called his daughter fat. Allegedly, she was one of the people that helped in the abuse. I don't know, whatever.
How old is the daughter?
She's a teenager. She's like, I think like
she's
14.
at a funny stage anyway.
But
that's that sensitive stage. Yeah.
But what is the she's not the girlfriend is not a baby's mom yet.
No,
or anything.
She's just a girlfriend.
What is she doing to antagonize the situation?
Yeah. I guess she called the daughter fat. I think that the daughter came and visited them in Atlanta, and maybe she was trying to discipline the daughter, and the daughter was being disrespectful. You know how that goes when your parent is dating somebody and you're looking at that person like, who are you? Like, you're not my dad, you're not my mom. So like, my question is, if you are dating someone and your child does not like who you're dating, should you break up with them, or do you have a right to be happy and stay with that person? Like, would you, if you brought someone home and Corey said, I hate this man.
Oh, then that's
a strong word.
Would you would break up with him?
Yeah, my son always comes first. Like my child comes first.
But what if this man is good to you, tries to be good to Corey, and Corey's just like, no. Corey
that's a different thing. I'm trying to like imagine why my son would ever hate somebody. It would be because they're abusive, and it's because it would be something. Corey just doesn't.
He has to say what the rationale is.
But like, if it's just like Corey has an attitude, have that attitude, baby. Go on and have that attitude. But if it's something like where I'm aware, you know how like some people, they'll date people and like then their girlfriend is hitting your child or abusing your child, like that. I don't play that. But if it's just like Corey's like, oh, he's here again. Yes, he's here again. Get in the room.
What about you?
But if it's like you're trying to talk to my child anyway, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna fight you, and then I'm gonna break up with you.
So you wouldn't let a man discipline your child? Like, does it depend on how long you're with this man? Like, what if your child is getting out, like just unruly, and he ain't listening to you, and this man has to step in and say, hey, you heard what your mother said?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. If my child was like a gang, I'm laughing in my head. If my child was like trying to be in a gang or some shit.
No, not in a gang, but you know how sometimes kids be feeling themselves, and you'll be like, and you have a boy, you have a man who could, like, luckily I have a daughter and I could fight. So she knows I'll knock her.
I was about to say, I'm like, the guy is probably going to have to pull me off of my own kid for acting up. I'm trying to figure out.
But you know how sometimes you may, like, let's say if you have a son and your son starts smelling himself. And now he's like, yo, I'm going now. And you like, you're not going nowhere. He's like, yo, get out my way. I'm leaving. And now your man, let's say you've been dating him 8 months. He's like, yo, you heard what your mother said. Like, don't make me yoke you up.
That's not going on.
But you could just
that's not going on. You're not going to be putting your no yoking on my kid at all.
There's no yoking. But you can definitely be like, there's no yoking. But you can say, hey, you heard your mother.
You can say whatever you want to say. And at least you said what you were supposed to say. And then after that, where the fuck is my kid's father?
What if dad is not around and your kid is just
That nobody has authority over my kid but me.
Yeah, you
straight like that.
I ruled the belt. Like, don't get me like.
That's
I don't
it.
want nobody
because
hitting
I
my
don't
kid.
want nobody's feelings getting involved when I'm telling them like, yo, you don't talk to your kids like that. Don't talk to my kids like that.
What
I
if
don't
they
want to
have kids. And
All
they
right, then.
just-
So then go get you a kid that you can talk to like that.
Mm.
You can't talk. You can't deal with
Yeah,
my kid
nobody.
like that.
Yeah, no, you're not talking to Corey. No
I'm
way.
sorry. I
so-
don't mind a little. You could say what you need to say on my behalf, but other than that, no one to fall back. You cannot
No, you're
touch. You cannot talk to. And I'm always gonna feel a ways and remember how this person dealt with my kid. It'll never go away. So just
now,
stay in your lane.
What if you're with this person for years? You're with them for years.
What,
and
since the kid was small till
Yeah.
oh well,
and
that's
this
a
is-
different
and this is
story.
basically
You ain't just come in
stepdad.
and meet a teenager and could talk any old type of ways. Like even with my ex, I met his kids, his two daughters, when they were, just getting out of their teens into their 20s. And they had, I would say certain things about how young ladies should behave, and they just respected it. Their mothers were a totally different type of person than me. And their father knew that. So they gained good things from, you know what I'm saying? I may have told them ratchety situations and what not to do that they were in. They respected it the same way. Things that their father couldn't say, I said. And he didn't mind it.
So now if you're dating someone and your kid doesn't like this person that you are dating, do you continue to date them?
Not in front of my kid's face. We could date everywhere else, but with my kid.
So basically your kid will always come first.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because I've been in that situation. I dated someone and Sanaya, for no good reason,
I didn't like him either.
hated him. And he would be trying to buy her stuff, and she'll be like, she loves food. She was like, I don't even want to eat.
So next thing you know, secretly, the person could have been looking at your kid in
Yeah.
a sexual way, and the kid is just like, because that happens, people be perverted
Yep.
on the low, coming around your kids, and you just like, the kid is like, but like, you know what? Let me just let my mom do whatever. Like,
See, I think
touchy.
when that happened with my child, she was younger. So I more or less was like, okay, you're just jealous. Like, you never see mom date, and now you see this man who's at the house every day, and she's just like, he's taking you away. Because I asked her, I'm like, what was that about? He was taking you away from me. Now at her age now, where she's
She
16,
said that?
Yeah,
I just hit her one box.
she's very.
You got boxed
You
for
got to
that.
think about it. I'm a single mom, and it's always just been me and her. So now you got somebody who comes over who is no more you just coming in the room for us to watch TV and all this, because now I finally have a man. You know what I'm saying?
But that baby was sleeping in
Corey's
his
gonna be
own
very
room in his
confused.
own crib for mad long. You should have never encouraged that type of behavior.
No, but you know, like how it is. But now, like, if at her age now, if she came to me and said, I do not like this man, then I would know, okay, something
It's
is
up,
wrong
yeah.
here. Because for her to say at this age now, she knows what's going on. And she's at the age now where she's finally like, okay, mom, I'm ready for you to get a man. And that's probably so she can just do what she want to do.
Yeah,
but
because
she's ready.
it's like she knows that you probably can't just utilize her as your grown-up company.
Yeah.
It happens. It's a fact. Even my nieces, I'll tell them, let's have a movie day. Let's have it. They're like, Shiv, we've got plans. What are you gonna do? Because we are doing something else.
I feel like kids feel like that
son.
though. I do feel like kids feel like that. Like they feel like, when are you gonna get somebody so you can get off of my back? I am like, I'm pretty sure my daughter is like that. Like, I'm pretty sure that there's sometimes when she's like, Mom, like, go. Like, one time she came in there, she's like, I'm tired of seeing you in this bed. Like, go out and do something. You know how many times she's like, you don't want to go out with Bex today? You don't want to do anything? And I'm like, Sanaya, I just want to relax. And I think sometimes she just looks at me like really pitifully, like, this is my mom. My mom's a loser.
Corey gets excited whenever I'm on FaceTime with the man. He's like, is that your friend? Is that your friend? And then he does this with his eyebrow. I'm like, Corey, I don't have no friends.
It's
Fine.
like our kids want us to date. Our kids do want us to date. But we know that I feel like we're on this. I just can't wait for you to have a kid, Butter. Because when you have a kid, I do think that it'll change.
Yeah, I need my parents to be alive so they can hold on to it for me while I move around.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
And I'm to all the takers. Let's hurry up and get this popping because my parents are
if
still alive.
anybody
I
would
watch
like-
babies, but I like, but they have to like not be able to walk. Yeah. I watch babies.
If
They're
anybody,
easy. That's easy.
If anybody would like to be a sperm donor or would like to get our lovely
We taking people with good hair.
Butters
Oh, shit.
Basics pregnant, DM me. DM me. She's looking for a nice sperm donor who actually wants to be part of the kid's life. Are you going to put them on child support or
Nah.
not going to put you on child support? Are you willing to sign a paper that says you're willing not to put them on child support?
Sure. I mean, I would never
She-
need them to do a child support thing anyway.
She
Yeah, I
will
don't do child-
sign a contract saying she's not going to put you on child support.
You
If
just gonna do what you're supposed to do.
There you go.
Motherfucker.
So if you
I'm sorry.
would
Should
like
I call
to
him a motherfucker? I'm
call
not a
him
mom
future
yet.
baby daddy. So Butters, future baby daddy, DM us. We'll get you on the show, and we'll see why you make a good baby daddy for Butter. I
Why
think
are you
that's a
doing
good
this
episode.
for me and then not you?
I got a kid. I don't need another one.
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have one too many.
our legacy we've procreated, all right?
Oh,
I
damn.
can use another one, but I already got my legacy popping over here.
Yeah, I can use another
okay?
one because then the other one could watch that one.
All I'm saying is that look out for the future episode of Who Wants to Be Butter's Baby Daddy.
That sounds so crazy.
It's gonna be a fun episode. Everybody, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me finding Butter's baby's daddy on Sunday's brunch. That sounds so crazy, right?
It's gonna be a funny show. I'm gonna
Butters'
get
baby
somebody to come in
daddy.
here and tape it. I'm gonna make it a whole production.
I bet.
It's gonna be a good show.
Sounds awesome.
Tell them where they find you at, Butter.
Man, you can find me Sundays here at Sunday's Brunch, 12 to 1. If you want to find me on the gram, I am the Butters Basic Show every Sunday from 2 to 3. And my Instagram is Gazebo, GAZZEBO. And that's with 2 Z's so you don't sleep. 11210 because I'm a Brooklyn girl all day, every day. Please believe it. Butter is always in the mix.
Always.
Oh, my name is Bex. You can find me on IG at On the Mic with Bex. Shows are back July 29th. Podcast back 7/13. Also, you can find me at Boogie is So Sweet with underscores betwixt each word.
And you already know, it's your hostess with the mostest, Peachy Suze. You can find me everywhere, Peach, IESUZE, because Butter coined it.
Ow.
And you already know, tune in, same time, same place next week because it's
Sunday's Brunch, y'all.
Yum, 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 yum.
I just wanna get a taste now. Lay you down right. Shit, I'm doing whatever it takes now. Laying down pipe. Come right all over this place, girl. Treat me like a bike. Please put me all in my place, girl. Make me act right. I never had this feeling before, girl. No. You're making me soft.